just because in election 2024 they don't have any issue, they have identified this issue, and people will give a befitting reply. What are they talking about? Odia pride, language, culture, leaders of Odisha, Lord Jagannath. Nothing has been done in the last. Let anyone come to me for debate. I will take a debate from anyone who wants to take a debate on Odia Asmita. The BJP, which being a national party, who talks about one nation, nationalism. Their pride is nationalism. Indians. Who is an outsider? Let them explain it first. Biju Janata Dal under Naveen Babu is going to sweep the assembly elections, and we'll get more seats in Lok Sabha as well.
You've been campaigning extensively, and you've now sort of become the de facto face of the BJD's campaign in the state.
No.
Can we?
The BJD campaign is by Naveen Patnaik, for Naveen Patnaik, of Naveen Patnaik. It's all Naveen Patnaik. We are all his foot soldiers. Maybe I'm in the front foot soldier, the first foot soldier, you can say. That's it.
Is it safe to assume that the results of this assembly election, also the Lok Sabha elections, is a sort of referendum also about your face also for the party?
I think it is to do with work more than face or identity. I would put it as the work which has been done in the last 5 years, especially the great transformational work. It will be vindication for that work, I would say, done by Naveen Babu, and we are all part of his team.
I wanted your reaction, sir, on Prime Minister's recent comments. He said that Odia Asmita, Odia pride is in danger. The Odia language is in danger. How do you respond to that?
Actually, I have personally not seen what he has told, but I have heard this statement from many of the state BJP leaders, maybe some others as well. I have not personally seen the bite of Honorable PM, but I would like to say that if BJP is raising the issue of Odia pride, state's pride is its language. Number one is language. Number two is its God. Number three is culture. And number four is its people. Let's analyze what BJP has done in the last 10 years in all these four things. Number one, you start with the language, Odia language. The Honorable Chief Minister fought for making Odia language as a classical language. In 2014 February, under UPA, Odia language was declared as a classical language. This is 2014. Now 10 years has passed. Not a single rupee or not a single initiative has been taken up for Odia as a classical language. Whereas, starting from Sanskrit to Telugu to Tamil to Marathi, every language which has been made as a classical language, they have all got support from the central government. So this is the kind of commitment with which the central government has handled the Odia language, which is very much part of the Odia pride. Number two, you take culture. Odissi music is world famous. We all know that. And for Odissi music to become a classical music, the Chief Minister has written twice, sent strong proposals urging the central government to declare it as a classical music. But both times the same central government, which talks about Odia pride, have rejected it. Number three is Lord Jagannath. He is the biggest identity of Odia pride. Odia Asmitara, Bahut Bada Parichaya, Lord Jagannath. When the work was started to clean up the temple outside and make a parikrama, it was the central minister from Odisha who put his heart and soul to stop this work just because he didn't want Naveen Babu to become immortalized by doing great work. So that is their commitment for Lord Jagannath. And number four, the people of Odisha. What great work has been done for the people of Odisha in the last 10 years? That is a question they have to answer. So just because in election 2024, they don't have any issue, they have identified this issue, and people will give a befitting reply. To top it all, one of the most eminent personalities, leaders, legendary leaders, freedom fighter from Odisha, who is an identity for Odia pride, is Biju Patnaik. The central government has given Bharat Ratna to so many leaders throughout the country. He has fought the British. He has been jailed. He had been jailed. He had done so much for the country and the state. You take the Bangladesh war, in which he has played a role. Kashmir, we all talk about Kashmir so much. He was one of the first pilots to land in Kashmir, risking his life. He went on the request, suggestion of the then Prime Minister all the way to Indonesia to bring freedom fighters of Indonesia. He's pride for India, not just for Odisha. But have we honored him with a Bharat Ratna? It's a very painful thing which saddens the people of Odisha. In fact, if you see two people from Odisha, two Odias talking anywhere in any part of world, after 3-4 minutes, first they will talk about Lord Jagannath. After 3-4 minutes, they will start talking about Biju Patnaik and his exploits and his heroism and valor. Either they will have tears in their eyes or they will walk 2 inches taller. That is the kind of image Biju Babu has in Odisha. But you can't recognize what are they talking about? Odia pride, language, culture, leaders of Odisha, Lord Jagannath. Nothing has been done in the last. Let anyone come to me for debate. I will take a debate from anyone who wants to take a debate on Odia Asmita.
You've given 5 examples. So now you are blaming the Prime Minister directly that he has abandoned Odia Asmita, Odia.
No, I have not seen Prime Minister's interview at all. So I would be making a mistake if I take his stand vis-a-vis mine. I am telling the state BJP, which has mentioned that Odisha Asmita is in danger. Or this I have heard from so many people. I have not heard from Honorable Prime Minister.
How do you respond to the outsider tag that people blame you, that you're an outsider who's now come and sort of usurped the power politics of Odisha?
So who is an outsider? The BJP, which being a national party, who talks about one nation, nationalism, their pride is nationalism, Indians. Who is an outsider? Let them explain it first. What is an outsider for an Indian citizen? If they explain it, then maybe we will be able to answer it.
I have to ask you, what went wrong with the BJP and BJD elections? You see, there was a lot of speculation that there will be a possible alliance before the elections. Now you've turned into very bitter political rivals.
No.
Like.
There is nothing bitter. There is nothing bitter. The Honorable Chief Minister and the Honorable Prime Minister, they have a lot of respect for each other. They both wanted to have talks like true statesmen in larger interest. It didn't happen. But this is election time, so they will tell something and we have to tell and we have to counter it. It's election time. It has nothing to do, there is nothing to be bitter about it.
So, can you make a prediction of how the assembly election is going to be? Can we expect a historic 6th term?
So I'll tell, in 2 scenarios I'll tell. It may pinch somebody, but I'll tell. Biju Janata Dal under Naveen Babu is going to sweep the assembly elections and we'll get more seats in Lok Sabha as well. In case BJP comes out with a CM face and there is Naveen Babu and there is a CM face from BJP, then the victory will be much more larger. It will be like they will not cross single digit in MLA.
So now that you made a prediction for the BJD, why don't you go a step further and give me a prediction for the BJP? Your main challenger over here right now.
But here?
Yes.
In Lok Sabha?
In Lok Sabha and Assembly.
So I said that BJD is going to get more seats than in Lok Sabha than last time.
Yes.
That is 2019.
Yeah.
And in Assembly, we'll get more than 3/4 majority.
No, I'm talking about BJP, sorry.
So they'll get less than what they got in 2019.
And in Lok Sabha?
They'll get less.
They'll get less.
Sorry, they'll get less. Yeah, they'll get less.
And can I ask you, in a post-poll scenario, if the BJP fails to form the government in the center, you have said in the past that issue-based support you have given to the party. Would you be supporting the government?
Actually,
for them to make the government?
I am a novice in politics, but boss has told me this much, that don't answer any hypothetical questions in the middle of elections. So that is the direction from my boss, the Honorable CM.
Okay. So then finally I want to
So
ask,
coming to your outsider question once again.
Yes.
So BJP has to explain who is an outsider. If Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan goes and contests from Bihar, is he an outsider in Bihar? If he contests from Madhya Pradesh, is he an outsider? So what is that outsider? Whether an Indian citizen has right or no right? In fact, in this election, I am not even contesting. But I am the biggest face for all attacks. But I happily take it, no problem. This helps BJD and this helps our party. So it's good.
So you're taking the attacks. That's
Absolutely.
very fine. I'm saying then, can we go a step further and assume that you're also the political heir to Naveen Babu?
No, I'll be the heir or successor to all his values, as I have always told. His integrity, his commitment, his hard work, his absolute thinking about empowering the people of Odisha. That is what I would succeed in as. My identity in Odisha is he works for Naveen Patnaik and he delivers. And that is the identity with which I cherish. The love, affection, whatever I get from people is because of that identity. This guy works for Naveen Patnaik and he delivers.
We've asked you in the past, you're not contesting elections. We know that. Now, CM sir is going to be contesting from 2 assembly segments. Can you definitively say that you will not, if he has to let go of 1 assembly segment?
So
that you will take
hypothetical
over?
question should not be answered in the middle of elections. But I can tell you what is the idea behind standing in two seats. People of Odisha want their most benevolent chief minister to stand from all 147 constituencies. So he selects one constituency extra every time. Last time he selected Vijaypur, from where he won with a landslide majority, and he did something extraordinary in the last term for that constituency. In 3 years, he created 40,000 acres of irrigation, lifting water from 30 meters. 30 meters he lifted water and transported through pipes for about 150 kilometers. That's his commitment. This time he wants to do it for Kantabanji.
I want to once more go back to Rahul Gandhi's attack over here. He said that you and the BJP, it's a fixed match, that you work in tandem with Amit Shah ji and Narendra Modi ji and everyone, and you are running the government together. How do you respond to it?
See, he specifically told the word marriage. So he is a bachelor. He should not be giving advice on marriage and relationships. No, in political discourse, the chief minister's idea is, or his commitment, his value system is that one should not cross that decency. That is the value system he has. That doesn't mean that we are collaborating with the opposite party against whom we are fighting the elections.
Historically, the Congress used to be your main challenger. How do you rate them now in the state?
More than a decade old now. They used to be the opposition, but now they are in a very sad state of affairs. And in many places, BJP is locally fixing with them. I have also mentioned it earlier that there are 2 parliamentary constituencies where they are having a fixing. Sambalpur and Kurda. I'll put it on record. Bhubaneswar.